Shabbat Shalom, everyone, and thank you for sharing your time with me as we continue in worship. I am Cantor, and this is the Torah Teaser. Let's go ahead and start with the first two formal blessings typically done in service. So with the Baruch Hu, please join me. Bless the Lord, the Blessed One. Blessed is the Lord, the Blessed One, for all eternity. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamborach. Baruch Adonai Hamborach. Leolam Vaed. Then we continue with the blessing of Messiah, where we thank God for giving us the way of salvation through his atoning sacrifice. Blessed are you, O Lord our God, King of the universe, who has given us the way of salvation through Messiah Yeshua. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Asher natan lanu et derech ha-Yeshua, B'Mashiach Yeshua. Amen. Thank you for sharing those prayers with me. Today I'm pretty laid back. It's been a good week. In my life I've had some goals that I've been committed to, and this week I made some progress on them. It's good to have goals. It's good to be committed to things. When you complete them, or at least make some progress on them, it's a good feeling. The more important the goals are to you, the better the feeling is as you make progress. If you've read the verses that I picked out for this week, and they are Numbers 4, 22 and 23, Judges 13, 5, and Ephesians 1, 5 through 6, then you probably already know what the main subject is here. It's commitment. Now, in those three verses are really three levels of commitment. In the Torah, we are at the mechanical level, the block and tackling of everyday life. We are filling a local need with part of our life, committed to it. The second, the Haftorah, is a little deeper. Now we're filling a people's need, and we're filling it with a whole life committed. And the Brit Hadashah, deeper still. Now we are filling an eternal need, and this time a life was sacrificed for it. At the Torah level, it's a willingness to do. At the Haftorah level, a willingness to internalize. At the Brit Hadashah level, a willingness to believe, truly believe, beyond all understanding, with your whole heart, in salvation. Do, internalize, believe. All are hallmarks of a truly mature believer. Now, if you've invited me into your home and you're listening to this, I know you're committed. And I know you want to be committed. You know, when I worked, I used to have a plaque on my door, and it said, "You can never obtain what you are unwilling to pursue." And I found that to be true. I found that to be true whether it was in pursuit of an education, a better job, a good marriage, and I found it to be true in my commitment spiritually as well. The difference between one who stands up and answers the call is not holiness. It's not level of holiness. It's priorities. Where your treasure lies, so does your heart. There are three constants I found, or I think we can say, look at this as three constants in the foundation of spiritual commitment. First, there's the needs of the heart. Your needs, personal. We all have them. They're foundational. They're with us for our life. The second foundation is God, the nature of God, also foundational, everlasting, solid, trustworthy. And then the last really foundational support, at least that I'm pulling out today, is the covenant, what we discussed last week, both given on the mount and re-given in the upper room. That covenant is the bridge between the heart and God. As you read these verses for yourself, I hope you look at and maybe consider, where are you in this? Where do you see yourself? You have passion for your life. I know you do. Do you have passion in your life? Do you have passion in your faith? I know that at different times in your life, different things pull at you. Different things are important to you. And that's okay. That's the journey you're on. There's nothing here to feel guilty about, and that's not what this Torah teaser is about. Your journey is your journey. Your story is your story. The verses I picked all have a different story behind them, and they are all at different levels. I think it's a good, important perspective to read the readings for this week and to consider the different lives and where you are in it. So ask yourself, how will you answer a call of need? If not now, when? Meaning, I will go now, or I will go 10 July. That answer is a good one. It sets a specific time. It sets a goal. Now you have to have action and pursue to be ready for that goal. You have to be committed. Another answer to that might be, I will go someday, when I have time, when my life is all together. Well, maybe not as good an answer. That might be where you are now, and that's fine. We're all on this journey, and we're all assessing our commitment, and our commitment changes over time. But it's not quite as good, because the commitment is left as a whisper, and the pursuit left to chance. It's important to routinely check your priorities. Let's check our priorities. The needs around us and how they are filled. How will we fill them together with God's grace and God's direction? That's the Torah teaser. I hope you get into the verses. They're really good. A lot of perspective there. And I think they'll help you on your journey. Again, like I said, not about guilt. Just about where we're going and making sure we're keeping ourselves going in the same direction or the right direction that we want to go to meet our own personal goals, our commitments. The verses for next week are Numbers 11:1. The Haftarah will be Zechariah 2:14 and 15, and the Brit Hadashah Philippians 2:14 and 15. As always, you are important to God. Really. You are important to the body of Yeshua. Really. And you're important to your spiritual family here at Beth Israel. Really. God bless.